Hello everyone and welcome back to the F1 Ultimate Career. Here we go, it's the Canadian Grand Prix, one of my favourite circuits on the whole calendar, and we have another 100% distance race. It was a really good race in Australia the last time we did this, probably the best race of the season so far, so hopefully we get the same today. Alonso winning emphatically in Monaco last time out. He's reduced the gap to Lewis Hamilton to only 8 points at the top of the standings, but yeah, we won't talk about my performance. We obviously lined up on pole position for the very first time in our career. It was all going swimmingly, and then we made one mistake, let Alonso through, then made another, lost the front wing, and then third time around lost the front right tyre. So yeah, less spoken about the better. So we'll be trying to make amends here in Montreal. Let's get after it in qualifying. Barreling down the back straight for the second time, actually, not the first time, into the wall of champion chicane. Can I get it right on this second lap of mine? That's pretty nice, to be fair. All right, shortest run to the line. This is our second lap here.
That's fourth place. You've moved up to fourth.
And it's fourth place, 9.5 tenths away from Maldonado, who's setting the pace early on here. We have gone out on primes. I just want to see where the baseline of our pace is. So yeah, my bank lap was pretty shoddy, so yeah, we'll come in now. Probably will have to go out on options.
Temperatures are looking really good.
As here, we haven't made it through on primes once yet, I think, on this game in Q1. So yeah, I probably need to stop wasting a set of primes here in Q1, especially for these 100% races. But yeah, just a little bit of an experiment.
In sector 3, yellow flag conditions apply. Watch out for
flag. Kind of a feeling that that was my teammate going slowly down the back straight. So yeah, I normally qualify well here. There you go. There you go. Felipe's got a puncture, and I think he's actually retired. We're down to 22 runners here, and I think Massa has actually retired. So that is not good for the team. We're definitely going to have to go back out on options now. I was going to say we do qualify well here, that's why I wasn't too worried, but yeah, that's kind of ramped up the pressure a little bit. Let's get back out there as soon as possible. That is not the way you want to end your first run on options. Let's whack it up into Richmond, because I actually don't go faster than I did on primes. That's a little bit worrying. It's again sliding around the first turn here. We're down to 14th now. 20 runners actually in this Q1 session now. 15th as we speak, so I need to get this correct. Otherwise, we could be at risk here, and I'm already 5 tenths down. Do I really have to use a second set? Surely not. Surely not.
We're through to the next session.
Thankfully, didn't have to go out again. But look who's out. Nico Rosberg out on merit to Romain Grosjean. Again in the Caterham, making it through to Q2. Well done to him. He has beaten Nico Rosberg, who finished second in Monaco, by the way. He's beaten him on merit to get through to Q2. Incredible. Well done. Well done to Grosjean. Let's see who else has made it out. And Felipe Massa didn't make it through qualifying. He did crash earlier on. We heard him over the radio that he'd got a puncture, so whenever the AI get a puncture, they usually just retire, sadly. So yeah, Felipe Massa will be starting from the back of the grid tomorrow. Not great, so I really need to pull my finger out here. We're down in 16th place, a step away from the rest. Let's see who's setting the pace. It's Jenson Button in that McLaren. So McLaren looking to bounce back from their poor weekend in Monaco, and that's a good start. Jenson Button leading the way. Alright, Q2, we really need to pull our finger out here if we want to progress. Right, this has felt like a much better lap, our first lap here in Q2. Let's get the chicane right, riding the sausage curb. Taking liberties basically with that one. That's much better nearly into the 115s, 8 tenths ahead of Lewis Hamilton. So that is a really good first lap to get a lap on the board, but Perez has actually gone marginally quicker in the Force India, so fair play to him. Maybe Hamilton not having the best of laps, and neither, well, Petrov down there too. Perez is actually, what, 3 tenths, just over 3 tenths ahead of me, so great lap from the Mexican in his Force India. Maybe Force India starting to join the party here in 2012. They were pretty good in 2012, Force India. They get a podium in 2012. I think they were very close to getting a podium. Definitely here in Canada as well. I feel like I remember that for some reason. Don't quote me on that though. But anyway, that's a really good banker for us. I mean, we do need to be a little bit closer to Perez probably in terms of like raw pace. But that's a good foundation. Let's get back into the garage and see how the rest of qualifying unfolds. But Daniel Ricciardo now going ahead of us. Now I'm a little bit worried.
5 minutes. There are 5 minutes of the session remaining.
Yep, and there's only a couple more corners to go with 2 tenths ahead of where we need to be. Petrov is the barrier between us and Q3. Once again, we need to get this final chicane right and not end up in this wall of champions. Break as late as we dare. Take a big chunk out of both curbs there. And I think this could be good enough. It's definitely going to be an improvement.
You're currently in 11th.
It's not good enough. It's not good enough. 2 tenths off Petrov. And I think we are out of quality. We're definitely out now. Oh, that was just unnecessary. Just unnecessary. I bet. How has that happened? How has the car span out there? I'm sorry. Is that my fault? Oh, I'm actually going to lose my head. I'm down to 12th now. Maldonado's found some time. He's up to 11th. We're definitely out of qualifying now. The repair time's going to take too long, even though they just need to change the front wing. So yeah, that's qualifying over. It's going to be 12th at most.
Okay, we're a lot lower than we hoped you would be. 14th on the grid.
Jesus, we've ended up in 14th. The 2 Force Indias finding pace late on here. Again, just more disappointment. It's just really tough at the moment. Not quite sure what's wrong with me. Just not driving very well. I think that's the plain and simple version of my answer. Anyway, yeah, P14 for tomorrow's Canadian Grand Prix. It's a long race, so you know, it's not over just yet. Hopefully we can move forward in these races like we have been doing in the past. But we're joined by both Toro Rossos. Jaime Alguersuari very close to getting in ahead of Nick Heidfeld there in 10th. Vitaly Petrov down in 12th. Maldonado 13th. The rest are 15th. Daniel Ricciardo 16th. And Roman Grosjean in his Caterham will start from 17th place. But these are the 10 drivers that have made it through. Sebastian Vettel leading the way in the Red Bull. So hopefully he can do himself proud in Q3. But we won't be taking part, so we'll have to find out who's on pole tomorrow. I'll see you there. Alright guys, it's race day here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. 36% chance of rain today, so hopefully that can get us back up the grid a little bit with yeah, throwing in some excitement hopefully. But yeah, we're starting P14. I can't lie, it has been about a week since I did qualifying, so yeah, a little bit rusty and not quite sure what's going on. But yeah, we're in 14th place. Pretty poor qualifying, especially after being on pole in Monaco. But 100% race, we've got plenty of time to recover. So let's take a quick look at the strategy. Yeah, 4 stops. I don't think we're going to be executing this as it is probably going to rain. But yeah, 4 stops and all for primes. I don't even think I have 4 fresh set of primes. So kind of hoping we do see some rain today so we can use some different tyres in our allocation. So yeah, P14, let's have a quick look at the grid as I actually need to give myself a refresher. We've got Lewis Hamilton on pole leading the way ahead of Fernando Alonso. Then it's Jenson Button, 2 Red Bulls, Raikkonen Good qualifying clearly for Force India. It's Perez up in 7th. Yeah, we need to get a move on. Oh yeah, my teammate's down in last, isn't he? Yeah, 24th for Massa, so a big day ahead for him. Let's get started. Another 100% race here on 2012. Let's go. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Massa can do from 24th place. We've got Rosberg back there as well. So we've got a couple of quick boys behind us, but we need to be quick ourselves. We need to be quick off the line here as the lights are out for the Canadian Grand Prix. Petrov getting a little bit squiggly behind Heifeld, who's has had a poor start. We're going to take the inside line here as Perez up to 6th. Up ahead I can see. Should probably focus on my own drive as Ricciardo giving me a little bit of a tap on the inside, but we're still maintaining P14. We've still got Maldonado ahead of us, and we've got Rosberg up the inside of us, who's had a quick start. But Heifeld, oh god, don't crash on the first lap. Maintaining P14 here, but Maldonado keeping the door open after the first sector here, but yeah, he's got the traction, fair enough. So yeah, keeping P14, that's fine. Still got 69.5 laps to go, so got plenty of time to move. Let's see where our pace is. The car does not feel great with this full car load of fuel at the moment. So yeah, Rosberg looking very racy at the start. Here he goes up the inside, perhaps going to leave him the space. Side by side, I don't have a lot of curves to defend with, so I think Rosberg could get me here. Yeah, that Mercedes engine pulling him past, so okay, we've lost a place, but that's fine. We'll keep on going, as that's one lap in the books. Oh, safety car. Safety car deployed. There's a huge crash. It's Raikkonen into the wall of champions. Obviously, you can't quite tell what happened. There's no replays in this game, but it looks like Kobayashi and Raikkonen had a crash down at the last chicane, and this is the first time we've ever had the safety car deployed. Wow, big drama here already. Oh. Wrong one. Yeah, good shout, Andy. Let's save some fuel, even though we have a surplus of 5 laps already. Yeah, safety car conditions. Wow, this is new for us. We actually gained a couple of positions there. I think obviously Raikkonen retired off the back of that, and then Kobayashi was stuck kind of pinned in between the wall and Raikkonen. So yeah, we've gained quite a few positions there, so thank you very much. As Rosberg also up to 11th, Ricciardo behind me now. But yeah, safety car, it's too early to pit, obviously only lap 4, so yeah, we're going to hold station, and we'll see you when the safety car pulls in.
Safety car is in this lap.
Okay, here we go, lap 6, and the safety car is about to come in. Let's change back to standard mix.
Brake temps are good for the restart. Start weaving and brake hard in the next few corners.
Yeah, I haven't really been able to do that. We're stuck on a limiter behind this safety car back in this game, so yeah, you're kind of stuck in first gear, can't really prepare the car to go again, as I just saw a green flag, limiter's still on, but we're away now. P12, let's see what we can do. We've got 2 Mercedes ahead of us.
Our data's showing that the car ahead is likely to be running in fuel conservation mode. His times will be slightly slower than normal.
Okay, probably an old message from Andy there. There's Rosberg probably saving fuel under the safety car as well, sorry. So yeah, lap 7. My first pit stop is in 3 laps time, but obviously under the safety car, I've probably been able to preserve my tyres a little bit. So has everyone else, but they'll probably still come in on their scheduled pit stop, whereas we could probably come in around lap 12, lap 13 now. We'll see how the tyre wear evolves, obviously, but yeah, you don't want to do anything stupid either. So yeah, we've got loads of fuel to play around with. The tyres still feel good, even though the fuel load's mega at the moment. Kind of driving like a bus at the moment, but we'll carry on. P7, we've got got Alguersuari up in P7, so I presume, oh god, as everyone's going very slowly out of the hairpin, that's not sure what happened there. We've got Concertina behind everyone, no DRS, so kind of having to rely on the slipstream on Rosberg here. Could I get this overtake done again? Down the inside, oh god, don't really want to be side by side into the chicane as Rosberg maintains P11 for now. We've got Ricardo and Maldonado right behind us, ready to pounce if one of us makes a mistake, but we're definitely irritating Rosberg here as Button sets the fastest lap. Alonso's taking the lead away from Hamilton at the start here, so yeah, drama early on in Montreal. Rosberg got DRS from his teammate, I'm not quite sure, as Daniel Ricciardo. Proximity arrow seems like he's right up my inside, so it keeps kind of spooking me and like distracting me. And now Rosberg, yeah, he did get DRS in the end, so yeah, we're much quicker than him through like the interior of the track, like the first two sectors.
That the car ahead is likely to be running in fuel conservation mode. His time will be slightly slower than normal.
Still saving fuel for Rosberg at this early phase of the race. He's probably getting ready for the pit stop. Yeah, our scheduled pit stop is this lap. Even though those rear tyres don't look in the best of shape, they are still fine. We haven't keeping up with race pace, so that's all we need at the moment. Still at P12, though, a little bit frustrating as we're kind of in a DRS train now that Rosberg has caught up to his teammate up ahead. Massively overshot the chicane there as we've got our first driver into the pits. It's Sergio Perez, who is also doing very well in the He was running up in P7 after passing Alguersuari, but we're up to P11 now. Rosberg is so strong out of that hairpin onto the DRS straight, just got nothing to compete with. So probably going to think about coming in probably earlier than I wanted to, even this lap or next. I'm probably going to do the opposite to Rosberg. So there's definitely room for an undercut here, and the undercut is very strong in Canada. So yeah, we'll do the opposite to Rosberg. You see here, I'm catching up to him so much, but you'll see out of the hairpin, sorry, he's so strong. He has so much traction. So yeah, we'll see if I can even makeshift to move it to the hairpin. Oh god, it's side by side. Have we got him? He's going to have good traction here, and he's probably got the DRS instead of me. Let's see, it's a drag race up the straight. Think I don't think he has. He does have DRS, but we've actually got the overspeed on him. So we're going to come in. Yeah, I think Rosberg's staying out. So we're going to come in. We're going to join Petrov. That's one of the Red Bulls in as well. Alonso in the pits after leading the race, joined by Jenson Button. Right, good pit stop here, guys, please. 3.8, it's not awful, but not ideal. Okay, we're still Petrov. Maldonado in as well. Right, we're rejoining P15. We're not behind any of the back markers, which is good. That's what we need. Perez has just jumped a Red Bull. Perez has jumped a Red Bull in the pit stops. What a strategy! What a strategy from Force India. Wow, it's Sebastian Vettel who's lost out to the Mexican. That is incredible. I don't think. Oh wow, 15 minutes until rain. It's all happening here in Montreal. Yeah, Vettel is going to be fuming with his team after being undercut by Perez. Oh my god, what is this car doing? Wanted to spin out, auto spin curves, they're going to be the death of him. But now kind of lost track of Petrov here, lost touch of him, sorry. Car doesn't feel great.
Likely to be running in fuel conservation mode. His times will be slightly slower than normal.
I think it's time to burn some fuel. This car's feeling way too heavy at the moment. He needs to defend from Di Resta. It's going to be awful if we lose out to Di Resta. Looks okay. I think he's about to be coming in for a pit stop, so got no threat from behind, and we can carry on. I think Petrov's just past Vettel because there's one of the Caterham's just ahead of Petrol. Obviously, they haven't made their pit stop, causing a kerfuffle up ahead. I think Petrov has just taken advantage of that and has got past Sebastian Vettel. So it goes from bad to worse for the German. His bad luck continues in this career mode. So let Petrov try to get past that Caterham, and it's bringing us back into the fight. There's definitely opportunities here to get past these guys. It's Oliver Turvey, Michael Patriot doing the business at the moment, and Heifeld in the lead. Wow. What was that from Vettel? Huge checkup, and we're going to go round the outside of Vettel again, losing another position. Sebastian Vettel, he's down to P15. That is shocking. Oh dear, but what a lovely move from us. We got checked up behind these two ahead of me, and yeah, he lost out. Thank you very much, Oliver Turvey. I'm going to give you a big hug after this, but it's still obviously early in the race, and surely Turvey's going to be in sooner rather than later, as Vettel having another look up the inside of us there. Nothing doing for him, but we'll have a bit of a run on Petrol here. We're both going to have DRS though, so I don't think we're going to be able to impose any threat on him. He's too far back for Turvey to make a move, so gone straight. Yep, it's going to be status quo now. Petrov all over Turvey, and he's actually probably going to get the grunt of him into turn one. Is he? No. Okay. Oh God, he's checked up, and we've had to makeshift another move there. All right, thank you very much. P13, and surely Turvey, this is going to be a gimme. Down inside of Turvey, this isn't the normal place to overtake, but he's going to run wide. He's going to give us the room to make the pass. He's just about made it through unscathed, so
you've got a small lead over Petrov. Push harder.
yeah, it's a really big overtake to make. Sorry, I had to take a call during those comms, but yeah, P12, we're ahead of Turvey. Made the move stick, and we've got the likes of Petrov and Vettel and Maldonado all behind us now, so we can press on. A lovely bit of fresh air ahead of us. We can press on toward Perez up at P11. There's another big group up ahead.
Rain in 10 minutes time. 10 minutes.
And 10 minutes until the rain. It's not too far.
Weather reports suggest light rain in approximately 5 minutes.
5 minutes time until some rain here. We're still in P12 in a bit of a no man's land, to be honest, in this stage of the race. Kubica's fallen down to P11 ahead of us, so there's a lot of kerfuffles going on as we run over a little bit of...
This car, I think that's it for the race.
Oh no, Massa's out! Massa's out! What has happened to him? Has he...
Ferrari getting ready for a pit stop. We think it's going to be Massa. He should be pitting within the
Well,
next
it's not
few
Massa,
laps.
is it? Kubica. Yeah, Massa, though, actually in the Sauber, and he's out of the race. My
Turn
teammate...
up the engine. We've got a good chance of taking this guy.
My teammate out of the race, the second retirement after Kimi Räikkönen. So, unfortunately, he was behind us. So his horrible weekend has come to an end. Probably, thankfully for him. But yeah, as I was saying, Kubica has fallen down to P11 ahead of us, and Maldonado is the first to get past Turvey, as Petrov not making a way around their sister team really, and probably going to be a few discussions going on between those two after this race, not being very cooperative. There's a little bit of front wing there, kind of looked like a Ferrari, so yeah, lots of battles going on. I think it's between Perez and Kubica for that P10. So yeah, maybe if it was Grosjean in the case from ahead of these guys, he would have been a little bit more cooperative, but Turvey, being the double agent today, he's really helped us out, and there's a huge gap to those guys behind us, including Sebastian Vettel. So we just carry on here, waiting for this rain to arrive. Maybe we can drive up to these guys ahead of us, but yeah, if they keep battling, it will be sooner rather than later. Another bit of front wing flying off. I think that's the McLaren of Jenson Button ahead of us. I think both McLarens are in this group ahead of us, so they were 2 and 3 at the start of this race. I have no idea what's happened to them in their pace. They've clearly been stuck behind think it's Kobayashi. I think it's Kobayashi up in 7th place. He's stayed out on his tyres and he's holding all of these guys up with it. Somehow they're not quick enough to get past him. So Kobayashi doing a madness at the moment. So fair play to him. Could he stick it out all the way to the rain? That would be an incredible tyre saving strategy if he could. But I think Kubica's just passed him. I think I just caught a glimpse of that. Yeah, Kubica up into P7, so he's been released and he can carry on with his race. But Kobayashi doing God's work at the moment. A lot of drivers helping us out today as Button, yeah, he's clearly running with some damage, and now Hamilton in 9th will be next up to pass Kobayashi. But we should have DRS here, do we? Yes, we do. Thank you very much. Our race is unfolding quite nicely, to be fair. Well, a decent amount of luck today, as I think Hamilton has again passed Kobayashi, so maybe Kobayashi losing the tyres now. But we've got a run on Jenson Button here, actually. We do. We're going to go to the inside of a McLaren. Andy, shut up. I'm trying to pass my compatriot Jenson Button. A little bit of a mistake into the first turn, and Button is able to defend that one, but it's looking good for us so far. I think Perez and Kobayashi will be swapping places imminently, so if we want to get up to the points we need to pass Button, he's obviously going to be quicker than us, but you never know what's going to happen once it starts raining.
We're starting to see light rain out on track. It's starting to rain.
Well, right on cue, it started to rain with Perez and Kobayashi not being able to synchronise and move there, as Maldonado's actually joined the party now, so this is a battle for points here. Obviously Kobayashi one pit stop less than all of us, so kind of, well, he is kind of running in position now, as he probably won't need to pit before the rain hits, but the rain is imminent, so I think he'll be okay, unless he does come in for some stupid reason now, but I'll be very surprised if he does. Okay, managing to stay ahead of Maldonado there. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a DRS train until the rain comes. So yeah, P12 for now. Let's see what happens. What is going on here? Perez and Button fighting it out, and we've taken the place off Button. Thank you very much. Can we get into DRS with Perez? He should still have DRS from his teammate, but
Looks like the car
up to
behind
11.
has a small amount of damage to his front wing. We don't think it's affecting his performance.
I think it is affecting his performance, not going to lie, as Button should be nowhere near P12 in this race. They were so fast earlier on, so I have no idea what's happened to them. I think
ready for you at the end of this lap.
Kobayashi has happened to them, but yeah, pit stop time. We really don't want to be making a pit stop now. The tyres aren't feeling great. I'll probably pit if like the majority of other people pit. I really don't want to. Andy did say it is raining, but I can't see any. So mixed messages from Andy, to be honest. Oh, what are you doing, Perez? Into the pits again for his second stop, and his teammate hasn't even made one yet, as Kubica in as well. So we're up to P9 now.
Up to one of the fourth Indians.
We're up to P9, we're going to have a free run on Kobayashi, who is still running on options from the start. That is incredible tyre preservation from the Japanese driver, so it should be pretty easy for us to make the move, but can't take anything for granted. However, being in P8 would be lovely before the rain comes. I did see a little splash of rain at the last chicane, but it's still not really falling anywhere. It's okay, a little bit of drops here after the first sector, but it's nowhere near strong enough to even affect us at the moment. So I'm going to press on. Hopefully we won't need to stop again for another set of slips. We shouldn't need to. Another driver in the pits here. It's Webber in the Red Bull. So they're pretty poor for him. Again, making a second stop where some drivers haven't even made one.
But if it worsens, we'll need to switch to inters or wet.
So Webber has rejoined the race in 11th. He's stuck behind us for now, which is probably going to get quite frustrated with.
You're on the slower tyre, but you're maintaining the gap to the car ahead, so we're very happy.
The rain is coming. The spray is clearly apparent as they're running bit wide here. The rain is clearly stronger in this part of the track than anywhere else, so we need to make sure we get through there cleanly. So that's something good to know, as Kobayashi must surely be struggling. Yeah, I don't have the level of grip I had even last lap, so it's definitely coming. Let's change onto inters just to make sure I've got it prepared. But,
intermediate tyres for next box. Intermediate tyres.
You see everyone struggling into the hairpin. It's very close as Maldonado's made a spin. Maldonado's span. I think Webber was trying to get round him, and Webber making Maldonado spin.
Get ready to use DRS to overtake.
Can we get the DRS move on Kobayashi whilst the DRS is still here? Yes, we can. Up into P7. Let's try and get it slowed down. We can't. So we're going to have to let Kobayashi back through, probably his button into the pits. I need to let Kobayashi back. I didn't manage to stay on track. Come on, Kobayashi, get it past. Oh God! Oh God! There's a big crash. What are you doing, Webber? There's so much going on. I can't even keep up. So we're letting Kobayashi through here. Kind of made our own mistake, but Webber unknowingly straight into the back of us. That's a racing incident. I mean, it's obviously my fault because I was the one making the mistake, but he should have seen that, really. Come on.
The car behind is trying to save fuel.
Andy, can you shut up? Jesus Christ. Right, some other people made some pit stops, I think. Oh God, look at this yellow flag. Look at the map. There's people sprayed everywhere. Hamilton facing the wrong way. There's a Toro Rosso, and there's another safety car. There's another safety car. There's a Toro Rosso front wing. It's Ricciardo. No, he's going to retire. Ricciardo retiring from the race. We're down to 19. Alonso facing Kobayashi into the wall. What is going on? What is happening here in Canada? We're up into P4. The safety car's out, and the rain has come down in like one lap. It's absolutely bucketing it down here in Montreal. We're down to 16 drivers. What is going on? What is happening? We need to get into the pit safely here and get some intermediates on. Jesus Christ, what is happening here? Alright, Button in behind us. He's surely changing onto intermediates. Alguersuari is leading the race. What is happening here? Oh my God, right. Let's go find the safety car. We're onto inters now, but I wouldn't be surprised if it changed to wets pretty shortly. It has started. It is absolutely peeing it down here in Montreal, so let's stay very safe.
Okay, no overtaking allowed.
The luck is changing into our favour. Let's go find the safety car, and I'll see you guys at the end of the phase. What the fuck is happening? Oh my God, Rosberg's still on option tyres. What are you doing? How are you still going? Surely you're going to be coming in this lap. Look at the weather now. It is absolutely chucking it down. Oh, absolutely. Obviously my favourite word of the day. Surely, Rosberg, you're coming in. Surely you're all coming in this lap. They're all in. It's Alguersuari, Heidfeld and Rosberg. I can barely keep it on the track. They might as well go straight to wets, but we're going to be leading the Canadian Grand Prix. We're going to be leading the Canadian Grand Prix. Mercedes double stacking, so Rosberg's going to lose out.
It might be worth thinking about putting a set of full wets on. We've seen a few people.
I genuinely think you're right, Andy. I genuinely think we should be putting wets on. I'm not sure what the guys who just came in are going to be putting on. We'll see when they stroll up behind me, but they could go. They could be going straight to wets. Oh my God, I could lose the lead here. Even behind the safety car, nearly spinning out. They've gone straight to wets. Okay, all right. Well, we're going to be coming in for wets then. We're going to lose the lead. Well, it was nice. It was nice whilst we were here, but we're going to lose the lead, and probably at a bad time because everyone is going to be catching up to the safety car. So actually, it's gone pretty bad for us now. We're going to be. Hopefully not a lot of people catch up, but we're going to be right at the back here if we're going to need to make another pit stop.
Wet tyres for next box. The safety car is coming in this lap.
Oh, that is not good news. That is not good news. I needed the safety car to stay out for another lap. I'm lucky.
Weaving. We need to get some temperature into the brakes and tyres. Be aware, tyres and brake temp is low.
Oh, thank you, Andy. I'm very thankful that Canada has one of the shortest pit lanes where you lose the least amount of time. But I'm going to have to follow the safety car into the pits here as the rest of the field get going. It's Heufeld who's going to lead Alguersuari into the first corner. We're going to lose a heap of time here. Turvey's in 7th. Wow, Turvey running up in P7. Caterham and Turvey could be on for an incredible result here today, but we're down to P9 now. I mean, luckily we're still in the points, but we're going to be a way away from the top 8 or so. So we'll carry on here. P9. It's actually not great after everything's been said and done. So yeah, oh well, we'll crack on. At least we're still in the race.
There's not much between you and the car behind, just 2 seconds.
Oh no, Alguersuari's in the wall. Alguersuari has hit the wall of champions as well as another yellow flag. Is there going to be another safety car? Oh no, Alguersuari, he was running in 2nd. What happened? Maybe Rosberg was trying to make an overtake on him for 2nd, and now he's out of the running, at least at the front. What a shame for him. I mean, he has been my nemesis over the years, but yeah, I mean, he could have been on for something special today, and it's down to 15 drivers home. That's going to be such a shame if it's Alguersuari who's bit the dust there. Oh dear, that's such a shame for him and his team. Here we are, halfway through this race, and we have just caught up to Turvey and the rest. So we're actually one of the fastest cars on track at the moment in these conditions, which is pretty good, especially in wets. I would have thought that the AI were pretty strong in wets. Don't say anything about cutting the chicane there. As soon as I start talking, I make mistakes. So maybe I should just stop talking. Wouldn't everyone love that? But yeah, halfway through. Imagine if it was an actual 50% race. Oliver Turvey would have brought home 8 points for himself and Caterham. He'd be ahead of Di Resta, who would also be getting his first points. But we still have a long way to go in this race. We're between 5 and 10 minutes until light rain conditions. So going to be changing onto inters sooner rather than later. But yeah, we've caught up to these guys, but we're probably not going to be able to make any sort of moves. It's really tricky to pass in these conditions. So yeah, we're just sticking with them now. I mean, we're going to be losing out to the top 5 at all the time that we're stuck here. Yeah, Di Resta also trying his hardest to get past his compatriot as well. So yeah, Turvey putting up a good fight at the moment. But yeah, we're going to keep going and hopefully try and do some sort of undercut on these guys when it changes to inters later. Oh, what? No, Turvey's, his engine's gone. I was wondering why he'd started going slowly for no reason, but his engine's gone. No, that is horrible luck. Horrible luck for my fellow Brit, Oliver Turvey. He did not deserve that. Oh my God. Down to 14 drivers. 10 drivers have retired today. We're definitely getting our fill of retirements now in this series. So, wow, that is such a kick in the teeth for him. He was driving so well ahead of myself and Di Resta. So he did not deserve that at all. He's going to be heartbroken by that. But it is starting to get a little bit less gloomy here. The blue sky starting to poke through, so we are getting close to inters, thankfully. But yeah, what horrific luck for Oliver there. That is such a shame. He'll have more opportunities though, I'm sure.
Intermediate tyres confirmed.
Oh wow, it's lap 43 here. I mean, I'm still stuck behind Paul Di Resta, who's made some really astute defending as, oh no, we made a mistake. I don't quite have the room. Oh, for God's sake. As soon as I start talking, we make a mistake, but I was just about to say it's probably time for Inters. These wets are not feeling, I'm not feeling confident on these wets anymore, and now we've lost a place to Vettel, for God's sake. Another mistake. It's as soon as I start talking, I make mistakes. I don't know why I said anything, but we're going to be coming in for Inters. I don't feel confident on these tyres at all anymore. They've got no grip, it seems like. They're kind of worn as well, so yeah, I think I'm just going to take the quote-unquote gamble here and go on to Inters. Look, I've got no grip. I've got no confidence, no grip. And yeah, we're definitely going to come in. I was also going to say Rosberg has taken the lead away from his teammate up in first place. So
Vettel's 5 seconds ahead. 5 seconds ahead of you.
yeah, look at that, aquaplaning through the chicane, no grip. We need to come in this lap. So yeah, could be a very good day for Mercedes, but it's actually turning out to not be a great day for me. I should be up there with them really. So yeah, I'm actually a little bit disappointed with how this has gone so far, but we'll get these horrific wet tyres off and go on to Inters. No way. No way! Oh, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I wasn't even talking that time. Oh, for God's sake. My race is unwinding. It's all my fault again. What is my problem? I'm genuinely getting annoyed at myself. I'm actually raging at this game. I'm actually raging. Oh my days. I can't read these conditions at the minute. It can't be wet, but these Inters have got no grip. I mean, they are very cold, but, like, come on. We have to make another pit stop here. Oh, for goodness sake! Well, I mean, luckily these guys around us are also changing to Inters, so we're kind of, like, still where we were, weirdly. But, yeah, that is really annoying. I could have been ahead of those guys if I'd stayed.
There's some traffic at the pit exit. Watch out as you rejoin the track.
Yeah, I would have been ahead of them if I kept my nose clean, but I didn't because I'm an idiot, right? Button now in the lead of this race. We're still in 8th, luckily. So hopefully,
only one stop to go.
Hopefully we can keep it clean until we go to dry conditions. It's lovely here now in Montreal.
When we see a drying line, we should switch tyres.
Yep, I agree, Andy. We'll go to primes. Oh God. No grip, it seems, off of the racing line, so yeah, right, come on, I'm not talking now until our pit stop. I just apologise for my driving today. Again, pathetic. It's just pathetic. And you know, I'm striving for a top team drive next season, and I'm not going to get it if I continue driving like this. Am I even going to stay at Sauber if I keep driving like this? It's a joke. Like, what am I doing? I'm actually fuming with myself with this game. Jesus Christ! Right, let's stay focused, alright? We're not the only driver to feel the wrath of the conditions today. Look at that, 11 retirements, including a disqualification for Jaime Alcatrari, probably for not being able to do a 3-point turn on the main straight. So, yeah, that's a real shame for him as he was running in P2. But also out of the race, Kimi Räikkönen, who we saw at the start, hit the wall of champions. Not quite sure what happened to Massa. Webber out as well, Perez, Hamilton, Ricciardo, Kubica, Kobayashi and Turvey, whose engine blew up right in front of us, and we've joined those guys. Back-to-back retirements for us. The first time that's happened in my career, and both my mistakes. So yeah, really, really bad at the moment. Horrible run we've been having. I was thinking just before we crashed, I really need a race without mistakes. And yeah, we've not got it here. Another one where we've missed out completely. Alright, let's have a look at what did happen. Luca Filippi 13th, Sam Bird 12th, Jerome D'Ambrosio 11th, and Danny Close in the HRT has got a point, and not only that, Romain Grosjean 2 points for Caterham. So even with Turvey not getting any luck today, Romain Grosjean has brought home the bacon for Caterham. Well done to them, they've deserved it. And I know Turvey's going to be really upset that it's not him in the points, but at least they've got something out of this race. Let's have a look at the rest of the top 8. Paul di Resta as well getting his first points of the season, but it's Jenson Button, the man who does it in the changeable conditions. He has won here today. Well done to him. Nico Rosberg again on the podium, 18th to 2nd. What a drive from him. Massive congratulations to him. And again, it's that guy Fernando Alonso. He's Mr. Consistent, and I think he's going to take the lead of the championship here once again. This is why he is the reigning champion. He's always there when it matters. When everyone's falling away, he's always there. So well done to him, even though he started second. Nick Heidfeld P4, another brilliant race for him and for Mercedes. Vettel up in P5, managing to recover from his poor start to the race. Pastor Maldonado in 6th, so a good weekend for Williams, and Vitaly Petrov down in P7. So yeah, 3 new drivers into the points today. Well done to them. Yeah, I mean I'm really upset about my own race, but yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna have to really make amends in Valencia next time out. But anyway, enough talking. Let's have a look at the standings after today's race. Alright guys, here are the standings after today's Canadian Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso, like I said, has taken the lead by 8 points now. He's the first driver into 100 points this season just by being consistent. I mean, he's only won 1 race out of the 7, but just from being consistent, he finds himself ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Jenson Button, though, Lewis Hamilton's teammate, he's up to 3rd ahead of Raikkonen and Webber. Heidfeld equal on points with Webber now, with Rosberg, Vettel and Petrov and Kubica making up the top 10. Maldonado's climbed up to P11 after his great finish today, and we're down in P13 now, 2 points behind my teammate and at 8 ahead of Kobayashi. Paul di Resta finally off the mark. He's deserved it. He's up to 15th on 4 points. Grosjean finding 7 places up to 16th ahead of the likes of Alguersuari. Danny Close off the mark as well. Daniel Ricciardo still waiting to score points. And Sergio Perez, the shock of the season so far, down in 22nd. In the Constructors, McLaren still lead the way ahead of Ferrari, who can't quite bridge that gap at the moment. They kind of need Kubica to start pulling his weight a little bit. And Mercedes have climbed into the top 3. Red Bull down to 5th, which is shocking for their standards. We're down in 6th place. We've really lost touch of the top 5, as Williams are only 8 points behind us now. We really need to turn around our form, and quick. Caterham up to P9 ahead of Toro Rosso on the countback, and HRT also off the mark. Now it's only Marussia, the last team to score a point this season. Fastest lap went to Alonso in the end, and Rosberg can take the drive of the day. What a drive from him, 18th to 2nd. Incredible. But someone who didn't drive very well was me, of course. Yeah, really poor at the moment. I'm surprised that you guys are still watching the series. It's been deplorable, to be honest, and I wouldn't be surprised if you guys switched off. So we really need to make amends now in Valencia. We've been pretty strong there in the past, so hopefully we can use that as a springboard to get our season underway once again. But at least, well, we just need to be being our teammate. So he's not too far ahead, only 2 points, so we can start there, and then we can progress, hopefully, into Silverstone. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy that race as much as I did, please leave a like and subscribe for next time. The Valencia Grand Prix, the European Grand Prix I should say, last time sadly here at Valencia, so let's make sure we give her a good farewell. Alright, we'll see you guys there. Take care. Cheerio.